Hello everyone, Ria speaking, and welcome back to Absolutely Everything. As promised, I'm going to get back to you with another video for HP Unified Functional Testing Module 9, which is building multiple and reusable actions. So let's go ahead and start. First is we are going to launch our UFT functional testing tool, and when you get the license warning, just click and continue. Make sure that the ActiveX is selected and hit OK. Let's just wait for the system to load up, and task number 1 is to create a reusable action. So to do that, just click on File, New, Test, and then name it as Action. Action, then solution name, just click on it and then create. And if you get the same message as what I have on the screen, just click on yes. But if you don't, that's okay as well. Alright, so we are ready to record our action. So let's click on the record button. If you get this page, just hit OK. And there you have it. We want to click on these pink Lego piece. Just click on the drop down and click and call to new action. Basically, we're going to be performing 3 actions here: the login, recording of new order, and logout. So first is we're going to do the login. So this is to just put whatever description you want to have. For me, this is to log in to FB app, and then just hit OK. And we are going to perform the task, which is, so we open up Flight GUI and then log in using the username and password indicated in the module, and then hit OK. Alright, and that's the end of the login action. So we want to call to new action, and we're going to name it as insert action. Recording new order. Let's hit OK. So we're going to click on the flight reservation and record a new order. So again, for date of flight, we have to make sure that we put in a future dated flight date to avoid any issues. Fly from Denver, fly to Frankfurt. Just click on the flights button and just hit OK, whatever is selected. Josephine. And then tickets, let's do 8 tickets, and then first class, and then insert order. After inserting the order, we want to click on this paper icon at the top left hand side to clear everything, and then we are going to log out. So call to new action, let's log out. And this is to log out from FB app. Just hit OK and go back to your flight reservation tool, go to File, and then Exit. Once you've done that, just click on the stop button to stop recording, and we want to go to the Login tab. We want to go to the very beginning of the code, and we're going to type in systemutil.run, and then we are going to find the location of the application, which is the flight the UFT tool. So let's just go back to our desktop screen and find the HP UFT tool. Go to Open File Location, and just go back 1 space. So just click on the Unified Functional Testing link there, and go to Samples. Go to Flight, App, and then click on the flight 4A. You can just copy that, and then you see when you paste the link here, it should give you the entire link for the app. So just copy that and then paste it. Make sure there's a space before you paste it. There you have it, and then we can now run our action or test. So let's run. Okay, I hope we don't have any error. Okay, so we have our results here. It looks like we passed on everything. So let's close this out, and yeah, that's basically the end of task 1. So we're gonna perform task 2, which is to use a local data table sheet. To do that, we want to go to insert action, and then go to view, and then keyword view, and then in this page we want to select fly from, and then make sure to select the value. Once you've done that, on your keyboard just press on Control F11 to view the value configuration option. So we want to select parameter, and then select current action sheet parentheses local, and then actually there's supposed to be a drop down here for fly from and fly to, but we don't have that, so we're just gonna manually type in fly from, since that's what we have selected from the back. So just hit OK, and then do the same thing for fly to. So make sure that is selected, and then Control F11, click in parameter, and then as you can see we don't have a drop down either, so we're gonna type in fly to, and then select current action sheet, and then hit OK, and then we're going to type in different locations here, the from and the to. So let's type in London to Paris, and then Zurich. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Zurich or Zurich, Sydney, and then run the test and run. If you notice, it didn't iterate like it was supposed to show us different locations, but it only did it once, and that's the use of task 3. So let's gonna close the task, and we're gonna go back to insert action, and then make sure that insert action from the top is selected, and then right click, and then action call properties. So this is basically the start of task 3, which is executing a test multiple actions. Since we have the login, insert actions, and in insert action we have inserted different fly from and fly to locations. So yeah, in this page, action call properties, we want to select and run on all rows. If you get the hint dialog box, just hit OK and click OK. Now we're gonna run the test, and it should show us the information that we typed in earlier, which is the fly from London to Paris, and then Zurich to Sydney. Let's run. there you go. We have London and Paris, and it's still the same customers. We didn't touch that. We're just touching the flight from and the flight to. Oops, we have an error message. I don't know why. Oof. Zurich to Sydney. Oh, right. Okay, we're gonna perform the test again. I think this is the error. Sydney. Okay, there you have it. Okay. So you can see we have 3 iteration here because we have the Denver to Frankfurt, London to Paris, and then Zurich to Sydney. And yeah, that's the end of task 3. 4 is calling a reusable action. So to do that, what we want to do is to click on File, New, Test, and then name it as Call Action. So just hit yes. Alright, from this page, we want to go to, let's go back to the editor view first. So let's click on this icon or drop down, and we want to call to existing action. So this is, for example, you have a new test and then you wanted to reuse an action which we created earlier. We want to click on browse here, and then we want to select the action that we want to reuse. So let's open that, and then we're gonna use the login and location after the current step. Make sure that is selected and hit OK, and then just go back to action and then do the same thing. Click on the drop down, call to existing action, browse, look for the action that you want to reuse, and just hit open, and then action. I'm gonna insert action, and then same thing after the current step, just hit OK. Then it's gonna, show up there. We want to go back to action and click in the drop down one more time, and then call to existing action, browse, action, and then last is to log out. And since this is the last action that we want to perform, let's click on at the end of the test. So just hit OK, and then once you've done that, you can now run your new tests. Run. So you didn't have to perform everything that you did from task 1, 2, and 3. You just have to call the action from your new test and it will perform it. So we have the result here, and as you can see, it also shows pass. And yeah, that's the end of Module 9. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!